Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a review video on The Walking Dead that is replaying behind me. We just finished watching Talking Dead. My dad just went to bed. I am in PJs, my Gryffindor shirt, sweats, and I just wanted to kind of talk about the show and do a little review on The World Beyond, because my dad and I weren't necessarily too excited about it. It looked like a typical YA story, and it kind of reminds me of Riverdale in the sense that everyone just looks too perfect. Everyone looks too perfect for The Walking Dead. If you watch the show and you know what I mean, we just finished watching the finale of The Walking Dead, and I actually, just quick reference, I'm setting you guys up kind of on the couch because it's a better view, and the TV looks so bright back there. It's actually 12:26 because we watched The Walking Dead finale, which there's going to be 6 bonus episodes for season 10 because of COVID, and they had added 6 episodes, and then we will be getting those in January, or not January, but early 2021 is what Chris Hardwick said. I thought that finale was wonderful. This may contain some spoilers, and I'm going to try and keep this review very short and simple. Short and sweet, because I want to watch something else other than my favorite show here, which it's on commercial. And I am glad that Beta is gone, and that was awesome that they had Daryl do a favor for Negan, kind of, or like the saving thing, as Nicholas Cotton, Kuntu, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, one of the actors who plays a character on The World Beyond. The finale was wonderful. I was most excited for Maggie, and then when she came on screen, it was so dark in the show, because it was filmed at night for a majority of the episode, and then Maggie came on, and my dad's like, "That was Maggie." I'm like, "No, that wasn't. That was someone else." And he's like, "Who do you think that was that came in with the ninja dude?" Those are somewhat his words that he used. And I'm like, "That wasn't Maggie." And he's like, "Do you want me to fast forward or rewind?" And he did, and it was Maggie. And if it was daylight, I would have been more excited and jumping out of my seat. But it kind of took me off guard. But I'm so happy Maggie's back. I am so happy that the show is back in general. It's something normal in a world that's not so normal anymore. Because if you know me, I'm a huge fan of this show, and it's something that my dad and I watch together every Sunday night, and then it stopped, and then COVID happened, and then this was the thing that I was waiting for. Walking Dead, Talking Dead, go to bed. And that was my routine. Or stay up late and watch something else, which I stay up late way too much, and then sleep in way too much because I stay up late. I'm a night owl, and yeah, I'm a night owl. Anyways, we almost lost Carol, which we didn't. We are getting a Carol and Daryl spinoff, hopefully, in the future. They both know about it, both Melissa McBride and Norman Reedus, who is one of my favorite actors on the show, and I was worried that we were going to lose him. I was worried that Daryl was going to jump off that cliff, even though Melissa McBride said that for her, when she was filming it, it was the first time that she felt at peace, like the character felt at peace. And also this scene that's happening now, my dad said that the new group that is coming in that surrounds Eugene and his group are called the Commonwealth, and they are a group that are in the comics, which I do have. I just haven't been brave enough to go back and reread or read the comics for the first time, because I've been with the show so long, and I know what happens in the show, and I know what to expect in the comics somewhat. Yeah. So, absolutely loved this episode. I would normally give it a 5 out of 5 stars just because I love this show so much, and it does mean a lot to me. And like Melissa McBride said in Talking Dead, even she knows, and the rest of the cast knows, how much this show can mean to people. And sometimes, like with a lot of shows, this one, for me, has been there to help lift me up, per se. And that's why I'm so much in love with it as I am, and why I've continued to watch it for about half my life. I started watching this when I was 13 in 2010, just starting high school. I've graduated with the show. I've started my first year of college and dropped out while watching the show. I've gone through a lot of hard times, and this has been my escape a lot of that time. And then, like, even recently, it's been my escape as well. And I also got engaged close to where we found out that the show is going to be ending after season 11, but Maggie's also back. And it's been a part of really big life changes in my life, and I just have a really deep connection with it. Plus, it's something that my dad and I bond over as well, and like, that's kind of what I hope my stories can bring for people, is like having that bond with the story or with someone else because of that story. And these characters feel like real people because the actors have made them real people. And I'm excited to have that for my book one day. For any of my books, even my short stories, I would love for them to be like a Netflix original or something like that. That would just be amazing, and hopefully have like some of these amazing actors and actresses within my own stories, which I do have fan casts of a few of them in Kyle's Purgatory. A few of the original actors in Kyle's Purgatory. My arm is getting tired. But now moving on to The World Beyond. Like I said before, my dad and I literally asked my dad before The World Beyond came on, and I was like, do you really want to watch it? Like, a lot of people are really just watching it for the helicopter and the symbol, the like triangle symbol thing. I don't know how to make it. The triangle symbol thing and the helicopter that connects The Walking Dead with Fear the Walking Dead and The World Beyond, because this has more information about the helicopter people. And the helicopter from way back in season 3, I think, is when we first saw it. And you watch it feeling like you're reading a typical 2010 YA novel. And this does take place in the same timeline as The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead, because they said they're 10 years in. They mentioned that in the first 10 minutes of the show, I think. They're 10 years in, and it looks like both my dad and I were saying how cheesy it kind of looks, and how, like, there's some acting that could be better in certain scenes, especially with, like, World Beyond. I don't know, it looks too clean and not like Walking Dead. Now at the end of the episode, the characters do go out into the world beyond the fence, the wall, more so, because it's a wall surrounding this community that looks like it's a crossover between the kingdom when we first found the kingdom, as well as Alexandria from when we first found Alexandria, with the original people who did not know how to fight whatsoever, who our group, Rick's group, had to fight, or teach how to fight. Oh, I love Daryl so much. I do love those two in scenes together. Now I'm just rewatching it through the screen as I'm filming. Anyways, I would give it a 4 out of 5, which is being a little bit generous just because I'm still, you know, a die-hard fan of this show. And I just, I want to try to continue watching The World Beyond, but it's going to be one of those things where I don't know if I'm going to be fully invested in it, just because it seems like AMC is trying to make the Walking Dead universe geared towards young adults. You know, like how kind of Riverdale is, but this seems to me more child friendly than Riverdale. Like, all the characters are as, like, pristine looking as Riverdale, and that's also the annoying thing, is because The Walking Dead, it's not like they have blood and gore on them right now in this scene before they let the walkers in, before Jerry lets the walkers in. They have cuts everywhere. Like, I get that there's going to be certain communities that will have stayed very sheltered in the world. There's certain people that have stayed very sheltered, trying to stay safe and alive and survive. But at the same time, when you've been watching The Walking Dead for years, it's just very weird stepping into a new world that looks completely clean. Now, at the end of the episode, it is not clean. The helicopter people kind of manipulated and then took out the city. Yeah. And I'm still very confused with that. Like, there's still things just from this first episode, and this is me thinking and just kind of talking my thoughts out after watching this. And I think I want to do a review after watching each episode, just to see how my thought process is on the whole show. If you guys watched The Walking Dead, let me know down below, and if you watched The World Beyond, what were your thoughts on it without being hateful towards the show, because I do love it and I don't want any hate towards it. And I know a lot of people just don't understand the show in general. It's not just about blood and gore and zombies and running and fighting and violence. It's about family and love and finding your family and becoming family. It's about becoming family with strangers, people that you survive with. And that's what happens in the world today, is you become family with people that you relate to, that you're not blood related with, that you survive in this world with. You become family with them. And family is a huge aspect on screen and off screen, because off screen they are a big family, all the way back to 2010, and they still talk to each other to this day. It's a lot of people misread this show just because it's a horror show. They don't get that it's a horror show. And so seeing something like The World Beyond, where while it might do good, I'm still going to give it a chance because I love the whole universe in general, and I do want more Walking Dead content. I do want more zombies. It's an escape, like one of my main escapes for me. I just don't know, like, I don't know. It's kind of annoying when people have a misconception of the show, and then I see a lot of comments on it, online, like everywhere, whenever I look something Walking Dead related up. Is there a way I can make the screen not look? I don't think so. There's always comments of parents who have 6-year-olds who let their kid watch the show. My own dad wouldn't have let my kid, or let me watch the show at 6 years old. But then again, I wasn't 6 years old when the show started, and I understood the fact that it was a horror show at 13. I was getting into horror at that time, the horror genre, and thrillers and suspense. Those were the genres that I was getting into, that I'm still into now. And it's just like, look up the show before you go and make comments and start hating on the show. Look up the show and see what it's truly about before doing anything like that online, because then you're making yourself look like a jerk, and you're just trying to make a show that has been number one on AMC for a very long time. And I don't know if it's been number one, like, in general in the world, but it's been kind of up there, like, with Big Bang Theory level. And just kind of do your research before you want to go give hate to a show just because you didn't know what it was about before you watched it with your kids, because it's not a kid's show. And if you are a kid watching this, do not watch this show. I mean, you're kind of watching it behind me because I like the idea of having whatever I'm reviewing playing behind me. Someone is about to die right now. I know that. And this whole sequence was just very creepy. Especially all the whispering. Anyways, that's kind of, like, The World Beyond, I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 to be generous. And that's me saying I will continue to give it a chance and to watch it, even though I find it a little bit cheesy, and the fact that it looks really clean. Like, I'm still giving this an honest review despite my love for the original show. And I just want you, if you don't like the show, don't comment. It's that simple. Don't comment on this video if you are just going to give hate. Just give second thoughts, because it's going to hurt me. It's going to hurt other fans. I don't want this as a place of hate if you're just going to come and hate on me for loving the show, because I've gotten that in my real life. With some family members and some friends throughout, well, technically high school, because it was really big in high school, and a lot of people were just like, why do you like that show? And I'm like, it's because I found a connection with it. It's very simple. Like, it's just like with any other show. Like, why do you watch the shows that you watch? You find a connection with it, and you stick with it because you feel safe in that world, even though it's a very dark world within the story and within real life right now. And it's just my escape. Oh, wait. See, I originally thought that Lydia was Maggie, and my dad's like, who did you think that was? I thought it was Maggie, but no, that was Lydia. And I'm just realizing that now. And I feel so dumb. Do not comment. I already know. Anyways, that is my rant and review for The Walking Dead and finale and The World Beyond premiere. What did you guys think? I want to have a conversation with you down below. I will probably be watching YouTube tomorrow, or whatever I'm doing tomorrow. Probably sleeping in because I'm staying up late. It's 12:47 right now. Been at this for 22 minutes and 21 seconds, and I'm kind of worried because there were packages that I had that were supposed to be delivered today, but they didn't come today, and then I checked on my phone, which I'm filming with, and they should be here between the 7th and the 15th now. And my dad said it's kind of normal for right now, so I should worry, but also not worry. Anyways, that is going to be it for this review rant. Plus, I was just really excited, and I want to see if any of you guys watch the show and what you think of it. I will remember to put spoiler review. That was a weird little burp. I'm so sorry for that. I'm so excited for 2021. Even more now because of this show. Not just because of all the life changes that are going to be happening, but because I have this show that can help me to kind of somewhat escape and mentally stay grounded. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this long review rant. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if you want me to do more of these in the future. And I would love to try and do them for certain TV shows and movies. Just kind of giving my first thoughts after watching it, because I didn't want to wait until that was very bright. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to wait until tomorrow, and I was like, I could give my thoughts now since they're very fresh in my head, and this is kind of everything that I was thinking about when I was first watching the 2 episodes, and I'm so happy Maggie is back. That is the thing I've been looking forward to all week. My home screen is Maggie Reed, and I wrote some notes from the episode in my traveler's notebook over there, and I'm just so happy and so tired, so I'm gonna go. I will see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a lovely week. Bye, everyone.